Welcome to Retreat, a style oasis. Here at Retreat, we give beautiful and unique furniture, decor, art, and luxury items a second chance. Our team of experts carefully curates our collection of fabulous finds and offers unique pieces at affordable prices. From stunning furniture and decor to luxury accessories and apparel, we have a little something for everyone. It's Resale Reimagined. Come see our store located at 1940 Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, Florida, or browse our website at retreatstpete.com.
Hi, it's Rhonda Shear, and you may remember me from USA. Up all night. Did I get you through puberty when you were a mere teenager? Were you sneaking down the stairs and putting the TV on at 10 p.m. or later and watching those sexy films? Ooh, I bet that was me, and you were doing that. Anyway, you can book me at cameo.com/Rhonda Shear, and I will have a private message for you. Anyway, book me on cameo.com/Rhonda Shear. Hey, welcome to RhondaShear.com, the best place to shop for your intimates and loungewear. We have great sales all the time. We have a full size range. So we think that beauty comes in all shapes and all sizes. And check out our new skin tones. Find your nude. Tell your friends there's no intimates anywhere like RhondaShear.com.
Stuck at home and you don't know what to do. Hold on, baby, Rhonda Shear's got you. Grab your computer, log on, baby, you got the power. It's the Rhonda Shear Social Live. It's the Rhonda Shear Social Live. Cooking in the kitchen and it smells real nice. Cooking in the kitchen with Rhonda.
It's Rhonda Up All Night Shear here, or it's Rhonda Up All Night Ron Penny Shear here. But guess what we're doing now? We're cooking in the kitchen with Rhonda. Yes, because I love to cook in the kitchen or in the bedroom. Ooh, wherever I like to cook, I like to make it hot and spicy. Hot and spicy. Okay, so what are we doing today? I made this little gem up because I love me some acorn squash, which are over here. I have made a whole lot of acorn squash. And what I've done is I have baked them at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. I have put some olive oil on the inside. I have dusted some olive oil, a little salt and pepper. They are prepared. They're ready. They are, watch this, soft. They're cooked. All right, so we are doing stuffed acorn squash with, oh yummy, a little pricey, but jumbo lump crab meat. Jumbo lump crab meat, savory. So what goes in that? Okay, we have the Trinity. You guys remember the Trinity. It's bell pepper. Well, it's not completely a Trinity because I've left the celery out. So it's bell pepper, onions, parsley, and garlic chopped up. So 3 little onions, 1 bell pepper, 5 little pods of garlic, and just some parsley. Then I've got, ooh, yum, for later on when we sprinkle this on top and really saturate it with Parmesan, Asiago, and Romano cheese for that extra depth. We're going to use butter because there's nothing better than butter. But we will saute the vegetables in olive oil. So it's pretty easy, just a few little breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs, to just make it all stay together so beautifully. I don't even use an egg. It doesn't even need an egg because this acorn squash is so savory. So, oh wait, one more thing. Tequila. Oh, you may be wondering, why do I have tequila? How does tequila fit in with crab meat? Well, it doesn't. It fits in with cook. Okay, so I always like to do little shots. Woo! Woo! Cheers. Yum! All right, so I'm ready to cook now. Let's go! So now you can see I am scooping the flesh from the acorn squash. It's so good because it's kind of like the consistency of a potato, but without all those carbs and calories. Yeah, it's got some carbs, but it's a really good carb. It's a vegetable carb, so it's really tasty. So you can see I'm just leaving a little bit so that when we restuff them, you'll have taste of the squash. And you can actually eat the entire shell as well. Oh, so it smells so good. And you can see it's got kind of a brownness to it because I baked it for 45 minutes on a high heat of 400 degrees. Okay, so look at all that. Look at all the flesh that I made. I probably won't even use all that. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little something really fast. I'm going to just salt the inside with my light salt, just the inside of the shell so that when my patrons get down to the shell, they have like a little flavor, a little spiced. All right, so we're gonna let those guys sit there, hang out, and now I'm going to go to my pot. And what do we do with our pot? We heat the pot, and then we put in the Trinity. Oh, yeah, okay. You can see I've covered the bottom of my pot with a little olive oil. And now I'm going to put in my vegetables to saute. Oh, that's the sound we want to hear. That's the right sound. We're going to get them withered. Perhaps a little brown. So remember, there's 1 bell pepper, 3 small onions, 4 or 5 little cloves of garlic, and some parsley in there. So now it's going to just do its thing. This is when it takes a little bit. But just the smell of that is so good. Oh, yes. Woo! It makes me want to have some more tequila. I think that's going to be my drink on Cooking with Ronda. Do you know tequila, they say, is the least fattening of all the alcohol because there's no carbs in it. But you have to drink it straight, like nothing that makes it taste good. Sauteing my veggies, getting them nice and soft and translucent, perhaps just a little brown. Good food is all about sharing it with friends and family and just feeling so good. And another thing that makes you feel good is just a little tiny sip of tequila. Go fast, it doesn't hurt much. All right, so it really smells good. So I put some parsley in for this one. I feel like it goes great with crab meat. I've got my butter ready, whole stick, because when my crab meat goes in there, butter goes in right away. That's what gives it the taste, the flavor. Ooh, yeah. This is the pricey part. It's the fresh lump crab meat. Look at that. It's $26 a container. But you can get other crab meat that's not as expensive. And with all the taste, it's going to taste just the same. I just really wanted to make this special today for my special friends. Yeah. Oh, makes me want to yodel. How do you say that? Yodel. Makes me want to yodel. Oh, maybe that was Tarzan. Watch this. Lexi loves crab meat. And it's her birthday. She loves her crab meat. She does. We're browning this. And this is what you want. You see, get this pot. Get in this pot. You see that brown on the side there? That's why you want to cook with stainless or cast iron. Because you want, you can't do this with nonstick. You want it to get brown on the bottom. I don't like to do full shots. I like to do little sips and then make crazy faces. It's so bad that it's good. Oh, this is getting so good. Okay, I'm going to go grab my squash. It's going to eventually go in here after the crab. Here we go. Adding the lump crab meat. Woo! Oh, it's so pretty. You can see that is the real deal. You know what you'd pay for that in a restaurant, right? Okay, so I'm just stirring it a little bit more. And then I told you, as promised, right away, 2 tablespoons of butter. And all these things to come together. Wait, delicious. You know? I feel like I'm gonna go wild. I'm adding another crab meat because you're watching. Had to sneak a little bit when you weren't looking. Look at that. I'm gonna add me another 2 tablespoons of butter. Ooh, not a thing of beauty to get the piece of paper from the butter. So I don't want to oversalt, but you gotta salt. So I'm using again my favorite preferred light salt. I'm going to add my other preferred black pepper. Can't be a Louisiana girl and not like your cayenne. Gotta go light with your cayenne. You smell it? You smell the butter and the crab meat and the vegetables all getting browned. And you can see, look at all that crab meat. It's time to take a little mini shot of my shot. Ready? After this is cooked, there's always a little residue on there, and when no one's looking, what do? You know you do. All right. We're going to dish the squash out. I have a lot of squash. I don't want to over squash it. My oven is on to 350 because once I restuff these, which I will do in a little bit, back into the squash, then we have to the shells of the squash. Then we have to bake it. Let's just get all that in there. It's going to make this a really filling meal. 2 of these will be quite filling. A little bit more squash. It's cooked. So, and it does have olive oil in it. So it has that extra fat. Right, well, I think we're ready to stuff. What do y'all think? I'm going to turn it off. Let it rest a second. You can see they'll give it a look. Onions, bell peppers, garlic, parsley, and lump, delicious, fresh lump crab meat. All we have is the crab meat, the vegetables, the butter, and then we'll have the Parmesan cheese on top. Let's go ahead and stuff them back in. I like to get a little in each one so I see which ones have to be stuffed more. It's piping hot. And boy, it's got a kick. Woo! I put some hair on my chest, as my mom would have said. So I'm going to do these big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because there's 4 of us again. And this is going to make a nice meal. I mean, it's a lot of crab meat. I'm not done yet. Right, sweetie. Mama's not done yet. I see Jean, who's my cameraman director, coming back for many seconds. See it. Especially because it's keto. There's no carbs other than the carb of the acorn squash. So that's really kind of cool. I mean, sometimes you look at keto diets and they look really fattening, but this is completely keto. I didn't use all the squash, so I may not feel those other. I may just eat those tomorrow. For lunch or something like that. Okay, wait a minute. It's going to be the perfect amount. So I'm going to stuff them nice and high. This one needs a little more. Needs a little more. So now I'm going to put generously. Oh. Sound a little bit like that's a cocktail. Generous amounts of Parmesan cheese on top. Parmesan. I get this blend of Parmesan, Asiago, and Romano. It's got a little bite to it. Wait till you see how this cheese all melts together and becomes absolutely beautiful. I'm not the neatest cook. My husband, he's very neat in the prep department. I'm not. It's going to be so good. Okay, here we go. Here is our crab meat and Parmesan stuffed acorn squash, ready to go back into the oven, just to get a little baking on, to get that Parmesan cheese all nice and brown and gooey and drippy and fabulous. 15-20 minutes at 350, and then we'll check it out, and then we're going to be eating. We're going to be eating some good food. So we'll be back. Don't go away. Whoa, I'm feeling a little tipsy, and I'm still on my first shot. Let's just look at that Parmesan sizzle. Ready? Look. Oh, look how it's browned and gooey and sizzling. Okay, let's plate these beauties. Oh, look at that. I put a little paprika around so that it was fancy. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? So, this is what it's called. Crab meat, Parmesan stuffed acorn squash a la Ronda. Enjoy it. And we'll be back with more of all my shows. RhondaShearSocialHour.com. Rhonda Shear up all night. Rhonda Shear cooking in the kitchen. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love all of you. Join me on Cameo. Cameo.com/Rhonda Shear. And I will cook just for you.
Cooking in the kitchen and it smells real nice. Cooking in the kitchen with Rhonda.
Clive Cornelius Billingsley here, proprietor and headmaster of the Billingsley University of Manners. One thing you can do every day to make yourself sound not only more intelligent, but more British, is when you are standing in wait at one of your eateries, or perhaps in traffic, you are not in line, you are in queue. You are into queue. That is what you are in. That is what you call it. You sound much more intelligent than standing in a line. Once again, I'm Clive Cornelius Billingsley, here to make America more British.
I'm so excited. It's Rhonda Shear here. And guess what? The grand opening of my consignment store is right around the corner. It's Valentine's Day, February the 14th. Retreat St. Pete. It's 1940 Central Avenue. Oh my goodness, it's a shopping oasis. Furniture, furnishings, accessories, clothing, handbags, jewelry, and so much more. Come find your dream at Retreat St. Pete on Valentine's Day.
Welcome to Retreat, a style oasis. Here at Retreat, we give beautiful and unique furniture, decor, art, and luxury items a second chance. Our team of experts carefully curates our collection of fabulous finds and offers unique pieces at affordable prices. From stunning furniture and decor to luxury accessories and apparel, we have a little something for everyone. It's resale reimagined. Come see our store located at 1940 Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, Florida, or browse our website at retreatstpete.com.
Professor Cocktail, and we're here for another quick tip on drinks. Bit hammered. Oh, I already am. I've made many drinks for people already tonight. And my solo cup is my vodka-ish drink because that's what I like. And that's what moves me forward. Okay? I wanted to read you my mantra. Professor Cocktail's mantra is, nothing says I mean business like using a cart at the liquor store. What do you think of that? How many people agree? Let me know. Okay? Tonight's drink, people, is called a Paloma. It's from the Mexican region, you know, south of the border. Okay, so tonight we're going to do this drink. It's in a special glass with a bullet that's shot through it. Perfect for Mexico, I think. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of ice. Just a little bit. And we're gonna celebrate Mexico with our Malagra tequila. Malagra tequila. And then we're gonna squeeze some limes. Oh wait, I should put it up here. Yeah, I'm strong tonight. Yeah. And then we have our grapefruit soda. That's going to make for a good drink. Now, to mix it up, we go the Mexican route and we do it like Mexican style. We shake it up Mexican style. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's mixed up. Mixed up? I meant mixed up, but you know, we're going to Mexico anyways. So, there's our drink. It's called the Paloma. You know what? Paloma means dove. If you translate Paloma, it means dove, and it's a symbol of peace. You're gonna get a piece if you drink this one. I hope I get a piece.
Rest half a mind, try a shot that tastes like apple pie. Professor Cocktail. Tom Collins whiskey sour, a 50 drink with a giant flower. Professor Cocktail.
You know, we've been adding guests every week, which is really exciting. And this week, we're going to have my really good friend, Pitchman. Everyone knows him as the OxyClean Man. He is entrepreneur off the chart. He's an author. He has his own studios here in the Tampa Bay area, produces commercials. He produces infomercials. He's on all the shopping television. But I think everybody knows him best from the blue shirt and the OxyClean Man. Later on, we're going to have Anthony Sullivan tell us about the reality show that he is doing right now, which is like off the chart, how he did this from scratch. Well, you never know who's going to pop in and be my first guest, and look who it is. So I was telling you just a minute ago about my dear friend, Anthony Sullivan. He's like my little brother, and I'm so proud of him because he's just done so much. Not that he's offered to take me along with him, mind you, and cast me in anything, but that's okay. I still love him, and I'm so desperately proud of him because we've co-auctioned events together, and he's fabulous. You know him as the OxyClean guy. Everybody knows him. They recognize him. Haley, who's watching with her father, Jay, is going to know him. Hi, Sully. How are you? We call him Sully. That those of us who love him, he's also known as Anthony Sullivan, who just got back from a 12,000 bike tour across the United States, and we have some cool pictures that we'll put up. Hi, Anthony. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Rhonda. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you fine.
Good.
I hear you fine.
I just want to say it's a pleasure to see you. You look beautiful. Amazing. And thank you for putting this on, and thank you for having me.
Well, you know, it's very exciting. The newspaper's writing an article about this show, so hopefully they'll write about you. Not that you need any more press, but, you know, it never hurts because you've got a book out. We need to get that sold on Amazon. What's the name of your book? I forgot the name of it.
It is You Get What You Pitch For. and it's on Amazon. Yeah.
Well, boy, it is definitely the truth with you. Can you make it a little louder, Daddy Dog? So it's just the volume's down. So you're fine. Just I need a little higher volume. Okay, so you have to tell everybody. Now everybody knows, sure, OxyClean guy, handsome OxyClean, the pitch man. But what you've done in the last, is it 2 years now? Is it going on 2 years?
Yeah, I had the idea at Labor Day 2018. So it's probably it's coming up on just over 18 months, right about 18 months right now. And it's been an incredible pivot from my business, which is 25 years of selling stuff on TV, starting off living in the back of my van back in the day, and then getting a break on HSN in my early 20s and kind of cutting my teeth down at HSN, doing, racking up thousands of hours of live TV, what that was like. And then teaming up with Billy Mays, God bless him, rest in peace. And then, setting my production company up, and it's been a big success, and working with Billy and having the show on Discovery Channel. And then sort of after Billy passed away, I kind of sort of took a couple steps back, if you will, went back to my roots, went back into HSN, and have just been producing away and growing the company, and moved down to your neighborhood, down to St. Pete, which I love. I got about 20 employees full-time that I love. Actually, Gene, one of your producers today, has been working with me on this new project. And I took a bit of a pivot about 18 months ago, and you know a little bit about it.
Yeah, I do. And I mean, and we were just showing a picture of your beautiful daughter, and which you can talk more about because it's helping her too. So what I love is that a lot of things that you do, and as you have grown and I won't say rediscovered, but discovered yourself, just like I kind of reinvented myself from the bimbo. Well, I'm still got a little bit of that. You've grown and reinvented and found health and wellness partially because of your daughter. But then, when you first told me, about Monkush, am I saying it right?
Yeah, Monkush.
Okay, so Monkush, so Van is my husband, and Sully, we're all good friends. And he's like, yeah, I bought this hemp farm. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's growing pot. This is so cool. But then he said, I'm saying this about you, but that there was nothing there. It was land, but there was not one seed on it. And that you literally self-taught yourself on, you had to tell us how many acres, how to literally become a farmer and how you started. Because I think that is just an amazing story.
Well, in a nutshell, I'll kind of make it quick, but Devin was on an anti-seizure medication. Devin has special needs. She has a duplication of chromosome 1 and 13, and she's had a myriad of health issues her whole entire life. And she was on an anti-seizure medication called Keppra. And I don't want to say too many bad things about Keppra because there's a right place and a right time for the right drug, but the side effects for Devin were debilitating. Anyway, her mom kind of suggested to me, Brett, who, she said, what about trying, CBD and cannabis? And at first I was sort of against it just because I didn't like the idea of my 7-year-old at the time walking around baked. And anyway, I slept on it and I thought, we got to try it. Anyway, we had amazing results with and Brett is, she's a PhD in school psychology, so she really understands it. So I sort of let her just go to town on it. Anyway, Devin, we saw remarkable results with CBD and cannabis. So I found myself standing in the middle of a hemp farm, coincidentally, at Labor Day of 2018, and I just had an epiphany. I had a moment of clarity, and I'm like, I need to do this. This is the plan that has affected Devin. So I teamed up with an old friend of mine, Dave Christian, who's from Philadelphia, and we did Eco Challenge together with Mark Burnett, who through Barry.
Major producers in Hollywood.
Yeah,
reality producers.
I got Dave to come up to Vermont with me, and I said, "Listen, I'm thinking about doing this. I want to buy a hemp farm, and not only do I want to grow it, I want to know everything about it. I want to grow it, and I want to make it. And now I could have just gone to a manufacturer and put my name on it. That would have been the easy way to do it, but not me. I got to do it the most difficult way. So we bought a 116-acre farm with nothing on it, zero, nada. And I know I've never grown anything except some tomatoes and some pumpkins. I've never farmed jack shit. I know shit about farming. So we bought 60,000 seeds, which turned out to be 75,000 seeds. Anyway, long story short, we managed to successfully germinate, plant, and grow and harvest and got our organic certification, 75,000 plants. And they were as tall as Christmas trees. If you come up at Labor Day last year, It was a sight to behold.
I want to ask you a couple things. First of all, because most people didn't know, and I know I asked you this, hemp. It's like you told me that the pot plants or grass or whatever you call it, weed, there's a male and a female. But if you just grow one, it doesn't carry the drug part or the part.
Right. Well, they're genetically engineered to be below 0.3% THC. So as long as we don't stress the plant, and that requires a lot of not enough water, not too much water, the right amount of fertigation, they all come in below 0.3% THC, which is federally legal. But that's a science. We found that that's a science in itself. So, but the thing is, they look like weed, they smell like weed, they feel like weed. If you walk into our farm, you think you're on a weed farm. I mean, you cannot tell the difference to look at, which makes it really cool. You know, if you come up and visit us, it's an amazing experience. Ask anyone who's been there. Anyway, we pulled it off. We laid 55 miles of irrigation. 55 miles of irrigation. We dug a well. We had airstreams up there. We hired anywhere from 10 to 200 people at one point. And we decided to push all our product into what's called rosin, which is we take a press and we actually press the flower. Now you have to understand, like 18 months ago, I knew nothing about farming, like zero. Today I'm on the front page of Grow magazine.
That's so good.
I don't know how that happens.
You're an entrepreneur.
I just had an article in Entrepreneur Magazine. Yeah, well, I think Rhonda, what I'm really grateful and what I found out is because I wanted to do this and I wanted to do it for real. I didn't want to just put my name on. I'm like, if I'm going to do this and I'm going to be taken seriously, I want to put some boots on. I want to go up there and I want to roll around in the dirt, drive a tractor, learn how to harrow, learn how to till, learn how to fertigate, learn how to lay drip in a plastic layer, drive all the tractors, the John Deeres, the New Hollands. So, and I'm really grateful because it's opened my eyes. I got a great new business. We put together a great team. Jennifer Crawford is working with me on the project. Skip Borghesi's working on the project with me.
That's great.
We put together a great team. And then when, COVID came, we were about to go back in the ground. And, the bit I've left out is the TV show. We filmed the TV show around the whole thing because I knew that, I had a relationship with Tom Beers from Deadliest Catch, from Pitchman. And I knew that our journey would make great television, even if we made it or if we failed. I'm like, this
CBD oil. I mean, we're just on the tip of it. People still don't know how to use it. And the fact that your daughter is like so perfect and what it can do. That, by the way, thank you. We got that is just so amazing, by the way. The fact that you learned not only how to grow it, but to harvest it. And then you actually are now creating the oils now yourself.
Yeah, we got our organic certification and we just love it. What we had to do is for the TV show and also in real life, we had to get our 2019 crop from Vermont to Phoenix. And we didn't want to ship it because a lot of our shipments get impounded. They just do. They just get impounded because it smells like weed, right? So like 50% of our shipments get impounded. So we had 300 kilos of high CBD rosin. So after about a month of being locked down, I said to my partner, Dave, and I called out Jonesy, my showrunner, and I said, you know what? We should do the rosin run. We should do it in the middle of a pandemic. We should drive up to Vermont. We'll get 2 airstreams and we'll hoof it across America with 300 kilos of rosin and we'll film it. It'll be like a cannonball run. It's running. But
you decided to go by bicycle because you've been
No. We didn't go by bike. No, I think no. So I bought an airstream. We got 2 pickup trucks and I drove from Florida in the middle of the pandemic. So when everyone was saying stay home, save a life, wash your hands. If I've seen that sign, I've seen it 1,000 times on the freeways.
I'm sure.
We drove from. I drove from Florida up to Vermont. Stopped in Richmond on the way up there. We spent 3 days in Vermont filming, and then we made the rosin run. We went from Vermont to Columbus to Colby, Kansas, where we slept in a Walmart parking lot. Then we went to Vail for the night. Slept at my buddy's house. Then we went from Vail down to Phoenix. And then we missed Missouri. We got pulled over. We got pulled over by a cop in Kansas. Almost got arrested in Kansas, but we talked the way out of it. And then we rolled into Phoenix, and it was an amazing trip because we're doing everything against what everyone's telling us to do. Like stay home, wash your hands, save a life.
Being safe. I know you're being safe, and you're together. You're quarantining with your crew.
Yeah, it was me, Dave, my camera guy, and we had a guy from Singapore who already had COVID. So we felt like it was worth taking the risk. We put 2 weeks of food in the Airstreams, and we decided that we were quarantined. We're like, we're not going to see anybody.
These photographs, by the way, that we're showing are spectacular of you on this journey.
What happened is we got to Phoenix, and I'm like, right, I have a friend in Tucson. So we spent 2 days in Tucson, Arizona, and I went biking up Mount Lebanon. And then I thought to myself, well, everything's closed. Like, there's nowhere to go. So we just continued the road trip, and we went all through the Mojave Desert, through Joshua Tree, into Malibu, up the PCH to Carmel, into Yosemite, to the Bonneville Salt Flats, through Lake Tahoe, Bonneville Salt Flats, up through Idaho, 2 days in Yellowstone.
I want to go to Yellowstone.
Through the Badlands, down. We tried to get into Canada. That was hilarious. So
I love that. I love this. First of all, it must be a lot of funny stuff. So, so the show is about your journey.
Yeah.
Getting this done. So, and you've done 7 or 8 episodes or more.
We have 14 episodes right now, 14 30-minute episodes, and I've seen the first 5. And I'm watching myself, right? So I'm not a good judge, but it's pretty funny. It's we are 2 knuckleheads who knew nothing about farming. So it's a comedy. It's a comedy because we're just fish out of water. But
where do you see it? I mean, if you had a perfect place to sell it, or right now, what network or is there?
Well, we're in talks with. I'll tell you, we're in talks with A&E right now, and Vice, and A&E, Vice, and FYI. But to be honest, there's a big there's no production right now. Like, no one's producing anything, so new content's hot. So I just hope the show ends out in a great home. We have Tom Beers attached to it, and Tom has done Deadliest Catch and Ice Road Truckers and Storage Wars and Monster Garage. So I feel like I'm in good hands. We've done 99% of the heavy lifting now. So now we got some heavy hitters out in LA working on the post-production. So, and the finished goods are looking good. So it's been an interesting lockdown for me because I really wasn't locked down.
But you've been at this. You've been out of town a lot because you haven't really been that much on live television. You still do your OxyClean commercials, though, right?
Still doing OxyClean, which is fantastic. I got a couple of exciting things happening in the cleaning world. Obviously, cleaning is hot right now. So
cleaning is hot. Yes, you're on
cleaning,
oils and cleaning.
Yeah,
and Real Pot.
Wellness and cleaning.
You don't have a couple of pot plants on the side, I guess.
So I'm things are good. I kind of stepped away from HSN a little bit for it's not for any particular reason. I had a good run with some great products down there. I don't really have anything right now so I'm not doing so much HSN as I used to. Plus the schedule is HSN can be, it's sort of brutal, right? You got to be there, you got to be on call, and it's So, but that maybe there'll be enough
things. No, you have to do your own TV show. So, so in this show, just really quickly, is there any do you have any romantic other than 2 boys? Is there romantic interest? Is there any other side stories going on in there?
There's plenty of side stories going on. There may be some full frontal nudity. I did my first full frontal scene by accident, so we'll see how that goes. I was air drying in Arizona out in the desert, and somebody had a camera and they got me air drying while I was outside my Airstream.
Well, this is what sells. I mean, I know I was on, television for many years. Sex sells. You got to let it out there now.
So you may get a full frontal of Anthony. So I was very proud to do my first full frontal.
Good.
So I felt good. I feel like
I think a lot of people will be looking forward to that. I know of a few around the neighborhood. People have been dying to see. I mean, it's
it'll probably be blurred out. I did tell anyone on my team. I said, you should share that footage with anybody, you're fired. But we've got a great group of characters up on the farm in Vermont, and we're actually filming for season 2 already. We're actually filming there, so I can't tell you too much. But
no, don't. No, this is going to go. First of all, let me tell you, I know they need content. No one's filming. You actually picked the perfect product, the perfect show, and the journey. I think it's perfect timing, and the cleaning products that you have. So everything you're doing is like really good luck. So you've been a good boy and you're getting paid off and you're an entrepreneur and you are a good boy, even though you weren't there for me on my auction, but that's okay.
I have been there for you so many times, it's not even funny.
I know, but the poor guy that I got in.
Really no good?
Well, I mean, he does national ones, but you got to know the crowd.
My best night ever with you was your 60th. That was a good time. That was a fun night. I really enjoyed that. And you always, every time that you came to my 50th, which was fantastic, I was so honored to have you there. A guest of honor. Because you don't get it, you're very selective where you hang out. I noticed that. You don't go you only go where you want to go. You and Daddy Dog.
You know what's funny about you is you're this farmer now, which I love, and you really did, because you told us how you got your hands dirty and then just being outdoors, what it meant to you. But this man, Anthony, who we call Sully, when I met him, he's a clubster. I mean, I met him before before he had his baby, before he had Devin. So I mean, going from that image of you, the party boy, to this image is really cool. I hope you have some of those old pictures of you from your party days.
I do, yeah, I do. Listen, there's nothing like having a little girl, right? I have a little 9-year-old. Devin's 9 now. She's coming over tomorrow to go tubing. I've had to be very careful actually because she's on the hit list for COVID. Right. So I've kind of kept her isolated with her mom, but she is coming over tomorrow. We're going to try and go tubing outside your house. So.
Well, we're around.
If you see us out there tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we'll be out there tubing.
I'll put my mask on. Well, listen, I love you. I'll let you go now, but thank you for catching us up. I mean, I'm so proud of you. Hopefully you're in town for a little bit so we can social distance from afar. We have had a couple of friends over from, swimming in the pool and stuff.
Well, good. Well, listen, you look great, Ronda. I've been past your house many times on the boat. Say hi to Daddy Dog for me.
I will. Good luck. Please keep me in touch with everything.
I will. Why don't you come up to the farm? You need to be in an episode.
I want to be in an episode, and I want to be in an Airstream.
Rhonda comes to the farm. It will be hilarious.
It'll be like the Beverly Hillbillies. I love it. I'm ready.
We have an Airstream for you. We have Airstream is actually sponsored our show, so we have 7 Airstreams on property. So if you want to come up and stay in one, I got one with your name on it. Pink.
I just told Daddy Dog, seriously, that I want an Airstream. Chuck's, our friend Chuck, he's getting one. I want one because I want to do what you just did. Maybe not as fast, but I'd like to do, because I think that's people are going to stay in the United States.
It's incredible. I'll tell you what, to wrap it up, if I hadn't have had to come back, I wouldn't have come back. I would have done, it's like a land yacht. These things, if you kit them out, it's like having your own land yacht. You've got your own sheets, you've got your own bedding, you've got your own everything. And
and you see the country. I think a lot of people are going to be doing that. And I want to go to Yellowstone Park. I'm going to tell Daddy Dog that immediately. I want to see a bear.
Well, we saw it all. We were the only people at Yellowstone, literally the only people. So
yeah, they said the animals are all coming out, and now they're kind of, because they're opening it up. The animals are going back away. It's very cool though. But I love you. I wish you the best of luck. Please keep me in touch. Don't do anything without telling me. And Anthony Sullivan, everyone, also known as Sully, and we can't wait to see that full frontal nude in the Montage episode that will be out soon.
Can't wait to see you, Rhonda. Stay well, stay healthy. I'm glad everything's good with you. You look wonderful, and congratulations on all your success as well. Love you, like your little sister or big sister.
Love you. All right. Love you. Bye, honey. Bye. Anthony Sullivan. His show's going to be a huge hit. I know that. I see I know it's different than Naked and Afraid, but I love Discovery Channel because they take chances, and I think that this is going to be a very funny show with Sully. We were kind of signed up to do a reality show that didn't become a reality, but when you have your own ideas and you get it done, and he's getting it done right, it's going to be fabulous. So, yay for Anthony.
Hi, Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda.
It's Martin and Jay, and
shy, boyishly charming, handsome to a T. You remember us.
we had some ideas for some Hollywood pitches that we think you and your contacts could actually get made.
Mm-hmm. Picture this. Breakfast Club at Tiffany's.
As I see it, it would be 5 students from wealthy families who are trapped in a diamond store. One of them is dressed in tiara, so I think someone could take the Audrey Hepburn take place of her, maybe combine that character and Molly Ringwald's character, and you can have a grown-up Anthony Michael Hall in it, maybe a grown-up Judd Nelson. Emilio Estevez, he doesn't do that much acting, but he could probably direct it. And then you could probably have someone come in and do a really bad impression of a Chinese man, like who did that in that movie? Is it Richard Dreyfuss?
Could have been either that, or we just actually have maybe Jackie Chan come in and do himself.
Yeah. Well, that'd be more politically correct, I think. I forget who did it in the original. It was bad, but
yeah. So picture a store manager, kind of a la Tiffany's, and the employees get put on probation, and they're all having to serve their time in the same diamond store, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So you get the Brat Pack, and you combine the cast that Martin just mentioned. I think it's a winner.
Yeah, and basically you can't be accused of rebooting anything because it's two totally different things meshed together. Yeah, peanut butter and chocolate.
You kind of begin to understand why these guys are on double secret probation.
Yeah, so I think that's what we've got, and I think that one would be one of the biggest hits because it's not just a reboot. You're taking two classics and pushing them together. So
that's our idea, Rhonda. Run with it.
Comfort, support, confidence. That's what you'll find at RhondaShear.com. Shop award-winning intimates, shaping, and apparel in sizes extra small through 3X.
Hi, I'm Zach Markovitz, and as far as you know, I'm an attorney. In a court of law, you want the best lawyer money can buy, but that can get really expensive. So why not call me? If I take your case, you're going to have some sort of representation, and during your trial, I promise to personally use at least 3 of the many courtroom poses that I've perfected. The pensive lean, the steely grin, the casual swagger. And in the absence of evidence, logic, and with a simple-minded jury, my patented looks could give you the advantage. The jury stare down, the stern glance, the defensive point. All these looks were developed specifically by me and my award-winning staff at the Zach Markowitz School of Legal Modeling. So for a career as a legal model, or to hire me as your attorney, call at least one of the numbers on the bottom of the screen or go to my website. And remember, I'm Zach Markowitz. I'll make your case.
Cheers. Okay, now, I don't know what my producer has planned because things are good, zany tonight, but this is Rhonda Remembers. I have a feeling, is this the 80s? This is a music video I did when I was 23 years old, and it was with my old nose and my old hair, and you can probably see it on, not on MTV, on YouTube now, but yeah, look, this is a really oldie but goodie.
And now I'd like to give you just a little taste of a couple of videos that I had the pleasure of appearing in. The One You Love by Glenn Frey and Virginia by The Sights.
Every time you're here, now you got your choices. You can your love on hiding fear. Oh, honey, never mind the things you hear. Now I figure it's you ought to be clear. Children love to be the first. Virginia, we got this time to wait. Virginia, you know that I should be the last. Virginia, nothing shall do. Open up your eyes. I don't have to tell you. When I whisper in your little ear, I don't have to love you. I know I'll tell you all you need to hear. You chase illusions and you wonder why. It always seems that life is passing you by. Didn't ever be there first. Virginia, we got no time to wait. Don't be so shy. Gotta open up your eyes. Virginia, don't be so shy. Now and then you show it. You admit that love's no essential thing. Power out it. I tell the world how much you mean to me. I'll never make history tonight. And history laughs at all the children we find.
Love and sizzle kisses. I'll see you next week. Hi, everybody. It's Beverly Center here. You remember me. I was named after the fashion mecca of the universe, Beverly Center in Beverly Hills. And occasionally I pop up on Rhonda's little show here. But I'm really the star. Now, I give Beverly's tips. And this is my tip for this week. You ready? Write it down. You know, everybody's doing these Zoom meetings and these Skype meetings. And what are they seeing? They're seeing just this. And you look like you're in a mugshot. So first of all, here's my tip. Look like you're listening. You may not give a shit about what they're saying and I understand. Because these Zoom meetings are boring. They're the same boring people that were boring when they were in person. Now they're even more boring. But I get it. Put on some damn makeup and some dangly earrings and look glamorous. So at least they're going to listen to you when your Zoom or your Skype or whatever Zoom thing comes up. They're going to be focused on you. Now, it doesn't matter what you're wearing from the waist down. As a matter of fact, I have no pants, no skirt on right now, no panties. Now, I have a tip about that. Keep it manicured down there because I'm sitting on white. And eventually we're going to get out of this thing and people are going to start coming over. And if you're not keeping it clean down there, then no one's going to be able to sit on your couch. So as I say, keep it clean, be ready for those Zoom meetings, and look glamorous. That's Beverly Center's tip for tonight. Now, I'm going to close out this show because Rhonda, whatever, I don't know what she's doing. She's having a cocktail. Who knows? But all I have to say for you is because I'm on this little show that I want you to find Rhonda's podcast. Yes, it's called Rhonda Shear Social Hour Podcast. Where do you find it? Wherever podcasts are, Apple, all over the place. That's the first thing. The second thing, I would like to thank Rhonda's guests. They were fabulous. The fabulous Jackie Kellen, the fabulous Richard Gaboy, and you can read more about them because we're going to link you to their pages from RhondaShearSocialHour.com. So I was nice to say that for Rhonda, even though she's left. But remember, I'm the star of this show. Remember, be ready for your Zoom call. From here up, don't wear pants. No one cares. Earrings, lipsticks, and hair. Hair. You know what to do when we say hair. Cocktail. Love and sizzle kisses. It's Beverly Center signing off.
Stuck at home and you don't know what to do. Hold on, baby, Rhonda Shear's got you. Grab your computer, log on, baby, you got the power. It's the Rhonda Shear Social